Welcome to Pilates class today, and we're focusing a little bit on spine mobility, in particular a side bending one, but there's also going to be a cheeky little glute part to this as well. So the first part you can actually do in seated position. I'm going to sit on a block to elevate the hips a bit more. What I do find when you sit on a block, for me personally and for most of my clients, it just helps you to sit up nice and straight. So with your legs, you can do whatever you want with your legs. So if you want to have your legs there, if you want to have them there, if you want to have them crossed, I tend to like a butterfly. So having the soles of the feet over there. But you want to make sure that you can feel your sitting bones. So you don't want to be on something really soft. If you sat on a chair, stick a book under your bum or something so that you can feel your sitting bones. Because we don't want the pelvis to move with this. And if you sat on something hard, it just gives you that feedback as to, oh, my hips are moving. I'm actually going to put that under my dainty little ankle bones. Right. So sitting nice and tall, lift your left hand up to the ceiling. And I want you to reach that left hand. So just get that nice stretch there. Take the right hand onto the floor beside you. And we are going to start to tilt over towards your right hand side. What you're trying not to do is lift the whole hip. So as I come towards this bend, I'm actually going to start to push my rib cage towards the left side. So it's going to make sure that this movement is coming from the spine, not the pelvis. Now you might be able to walk the hands out a little further. Can you see my right leg wants to do that? It's trying to counterbalance me. I'm just going to move this leg away quickly. With your supporting arm, we don't want to lock it out there, so just be aware that you're not in that position. So the shoulder needs to be back, and that elbow is bent. Okay, so your fingers are going into that line over there. And I like to have spider fingers because it stops too much weight going in. So hold it there, take a breath in, and reach those arms a little more. Relaxing the right shoulder down. Inhale as you come up. Bring the left hand down. Take the right hand up. Hold it there. Big stretch first, and then take it into the little side bend. Your left fingers are pointing towards the left side. I'm just going to move that leg. The left elbow is soft, and the shoulder is soft. Send your right rib cage out to the right. Feels a bit weird. But what you're trying to notice is, has your right sitting bone got really light? So if it has, that means you're tilting over onto the hip. And then bring it back up and down. So breathe in and exhale. Breathe into that left rib cage. Now, what I want you to imagine is you're against a wall. So the back of your head's against a wall, the shoulders and your hips. So be aware of the head coming into some kind of position like that. Everything wants to be nice and open. Take another breath, reach a bit further. Can you go a little deeper? Make sure that left bum cheek is nice and heavy. And then release as you come down. Last one to the other side. Inhale, arm goes up. Take it into the side bend. Anchor down your right hip. Push the right rib out to the side. Reach your right hand up to the left. So be aware that you're not in this position like that. There's fascia in your body. So reaching the arm straight is going to help to get into that fascia. Notice your head is rolling forward. Imagine it's against a wall behind you. And I've even felt myself having this little twist. Teachers are not perfect. And then bring it back up again. And release. So we're going to come into a side lying one now. If you see me playing with my toes, I'm cramping in the foot. So we're going to be on the elbow here. So if you've got elbow issue, put some pillows or anything under there just to support that. There. You can also come into that position. It's going to be a little bit smaller. Okay. You could even try that one, which would be a lot harder, but fantastic for shoulder stability strength. So lots of variations. So your bottom leg, you can have that bent to make it easier. If you want to work a little harder, both your legs are going to be straight towards the front of the mat. And for those that want to work very hard, you're going to have both the legs straight down in line with the body, okay? So you can pick which one you want to do. I'm going to go easy. Not easy, but beginner's level. So with this, be aware that you're not sagging in the side here. So we want a little bit of integrity in the body. So push away with your supporting shoulder, hug your tummy in, and you're going to reach the top leg off the floor. So can you feel already in your thigh and your bum? This is where I said you're going to get a cheeky little workout. Your top hand can go on the floor to support you, or you can have the top hand over there. So keeping the toe pointed, we're going to start to lift the leg. Pay attention to your knee, because at some point, your knee is going to want to turn to go up, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep the top hip above the bottom hip. So that's as far as I can go, and it really depends on the hip bones of every person. And then take it down. If you want to add in a point flex, you can point it up, flex, pull it down. Doesn't really matter. But I really want you to imagine there's a wall opposite you, and you've got this piece of chalk in the wall on your toes, and you're drawing this line up and down. So we're trying not to, I'm trying to exaggerate it, just flap the legs up and down. There's a lot of integrity and intention in Pilates. So pushing away with the supporting arm. So we're bending the lower part of the spine. We're stretching this side. We're strengthening this side. Let's do 3 more. Like I said, I never count, so. Oh. You can sing with me if it's getting really hard. And then release. Maybe you've heard me say before, Pilates never gets easier, you just get better. Line yourself. So do the same on both sides if you can. Check that your top hip is above the bottom hip. So we don't want to be rolling back. You can see how this top hip is starting to face towards the ceiling. So we want to roll the top hip so it's pointing forward. Push the floor away so that your ear is away from the shoulder. Lift the top leg and then visualize that piece of chalk, and you're going to draw that line up the wall. Find the point. Now I can't go any further. The knee will have to turn, and I don't want to do that. And then take it down. Now also look at your toes. Some people sickle their ankles, so you can see how my foot is bending there. Oh, cramp. Point towards the wall. So if you have the hand on the hip, it's nice to have it there. It gives you feedback. If you find you're too wobbly, just put the hand there. So reaching, keep pushing away with the supporting shoulder. Squeeze your calves, your thighs, your glutes. Cramp in the foot. So hopefully you can feel it in the side body as well. And we're stretching underneath there. 2 more. And release. Good. Oh, this is my weak side. And then bring yourself back up again. So from here, we're coming into just a little butterfly legs. So have the soles of your feet together and just lean into it. So we're not going to do anything, we're just stretching off into that area that we've just been working in. You're probably bored of hearing about my foot. But, you know, it's, this is what Pilates is all about. It's like identifying how the body has become weak or strong, and how I can then tailor the exercises to start strengthening that side of the body. This is what Pilates is, a functional movement. So bring yourself back to the center. Oh, good, and just have a little shoulder roll, good. So I hope you enjoyed your little side bending class. We did a bit of stretching and a little bit of strengthening and some nice little glute work as well for you. So I hope you enjoyed the class, and I'll see you again soon. Bye guys.